Okay, hi, this is Mukta Pradhan. I'm back with my Friday Lives. It is the month of love at Thrive, and we've been doing some pretty amazing and sweet stuff on our Instagram profile. So if you haven't yet gone and answered some of the questions we've been asking, please go do that. Like I remember sometime midway this week, we asked the question, what is the one food that your mom would make when your heart would hurt? And then I've also gone and put in my answer there. So go check it out. But today's live is really about blood tests and what do they reveal, because I think sometimes not enough people are aware of what really happens. So I'm just quickly going to discuss. It's not going to be a long one. It's not going to be a long session. I'm just quickly going to discuss about what is your body trying to tell you, and what do your blood tests show. So this is typically what happens to most people. This is typically what happens across populations across the globe. The first sign that you feel that something might be wrong with your body is when you experience a symptom. Never ever do you feel that something's off with your body because you think that there's a level low in your blood, right? The first sign that you experience something's off is by a symptom. Now, what could these symptoms be? Well, for some people, it could mean that they've been slowly gaining weight without any explanation whatsoever. Or for some people, it could just be that they're losing hair. Or for some people, it could be like, the skin is breaking out, they're getting acne, or they're getting rashes, or they're getting hives. For some people, it could be, that their digestive system has gone for a toss, they're getting constipation or bloating or something like that. For a lot of people, it could just mean that they're feeling extremely fatigued and tired and they don't have any energy anymore. And then for some people, it could just be like, in terms of their mood. I mean, this is not like the physical energy, but their mental energy, their mood itself seems like at an all-time low, and they don't feel like, even getting out of bed and doing things. Now, a lot of people assume that these are aspects of a normal life, that it's okay to feel tired and lethargic, or people think it's okay to start gaining weight after a certain age. A lot of women, in fact, think it's okay to have extremely painful periods. And I can't reiterate this enough number of times that if you're having painful, highly symptom, like lots of symptoms during your period cycle, then something's definitely off and you need to work on it. So most people get a lot of symptoms, and that's when they understand, okay, something's off, something's really not working. And they try to fix these symptoms by trying to mask them. So I know of a lot of people who get headaches very often. Like, people in the IT world, they're working late hours, they're staring at the screen all the time, and then they think that that headache is just a consequence of that, while the headache could be because of many other reasons. It could be deficiencies, it could be toxicities, it could just be like the stress itself that's getting to them and creating those headaches. So a lot of people, what they do when their body starts sending them these really cute little messages, right? Like, oh, hey, I want to tell you something's off here. I'm giving you this symptom as a gift. People don't look at that symptom as a message. People don't look at that symptom as a gift that the body is, it has this beautiful feedback loop. People just don't want that symptom to be there so that they can get through the day. And what they do is they take some kind of a pharmaceutical pill to mask that symptom. Usually when people don't have enough energy or when they have fatigue issues, people use stimulants like tea and coffee to kind of just get through the day, right? For headaches, people are popping things like aspirin and crocin. For acidity, people are doing all these antacids. Thankfully, there is no pill for weight loss. If not, people would have done that as well, right? Like the minute they gain weight, they would have taken a pill to kind of lose weight. But thank God and thank heavens that there is no pill yet that is approved for weight loss. But when the body starts giving you symptoms, the last thing you should be doing is suppressing that symptom, right? Because your body is here. It's such an intelligent biomechanical suit, and its purpose is to always serve you, right? So it's always trying to do its best to serve the vision or the mission that your mind has. So whatever you want to do as a conscious being, your body is there to serve that purpose. And when things are not going well, it starts giving you messages. It's like a car that if the wheel balance is off or the alignment is off, the car is going to veer towards the right or left while driving, right? So it's giving you a message that something's off. If something's wrong with the engine, your car is going to make weird sounds. And most people actually take better care of their cars than they do of their own bodies, because somehow we've been taught how to understand what the car is trying to tell you, but we've not really been taught how to understand what your body is trying to tell you. And I find that so weird and so messed up in today's world. Like, why shouldn't kids in school learn how to take care of their bodies, right? Why shouldn't kids in school learn to understand what a particular symptom means? But I'm not here to change the education system yet. I'm just here to tell you that every time your body is showing you a symptom, it's a message coming in to tell you, hey, something's wrong. I am failing at something. Please pay attention to me and please fix it, because then I can do my job better. Okay, so that is what every symptom is. So do not hate the symptoms. Really, like, don't a lot of people, especially women, when they're going through their period pain, especially, I've heard them like really curse their bodies and be angry with their bodies and be angry with this ability to produce life. And why? It's a gift to have a body. It's a gift to be able to experience all the pleasures that the body can give you. It's such a sensory experience, like even food. Like, if you're just eating food, there's a visual experience. You're seeing your food. There is there's an olfactory, like you're smelling your food and then you taste it. That's there. You're touching your food when you're eating it. So there are so many senses that just get aroused by a simple act of eating something. And then there are other things that will give you so much more sensual pleasure, like even clothes. So your body is there as this absolutely amazing pleasure experience creating machine for you. And sometimes it creates pain when things are going wrong, and those pain, like that pain is just a message that the body is trying to give you, that, hey, fix this, right? So how do we interpret messages at Thrive when somebody comes to us with symptoms, right? What we do is we usually run a round of blood tests, because the blood work often gives us so much information. Like, a lot of people who have aches and pains, especially, leg pains and cramps and all of that, sometimes are just deficient in magnesium. And adding a magnesium supplement, like, and the pain just disappears, right? So often, that is, I mean, getting rid of pain is as simple as that. You just find out which supplement you're missing. I mean, not just supplement, which nutrient you're missing, and then you can either supplement for it or you can bring it in through food, and then the pain disappears. For people, so there are a lot of people who think they are depressed or who are struggling with like just mood and they're just not feeling good and all of that. Sometimes it's a simple vitamin D deficiency. And where we'll find that information? We'll find it in blood tests, right? So that's why I keep talking about blood tests. Like, I have been talking about this for the last 3 years, that if you get your blood work done, the messages that the body is sending you in terms of symptoms, everything that the body is telling you is so easy to interpret for us. Yes, for you might not really know how to make sense of that blood work, because it does take a level of going deep and like learning how to read each parameter. But it's that simple to just get your blood work done, share it with us, and we'll help you interpret it, right? So another symptom, like if we could just take your hair loss. A lot of women who are experiencing hair loss think it's the water, or think it's like some of them are right that they might not be getting enough nutrition, but often impaired thyroid, like a dysfunctional thyroid itself, can trigger hair fall. Or if you're not getting enough iron from your food, or if you're getting iron but not enough B12 or B6 and that iron is not being utilized, or if you have something called as oxidative stress and your hemoglobin itself is being broken down, either of these things can cause your hair to drop, right? So hair loss as a symptom could be because of so many underlying issues that become so visible, and it's literally like you're making the invisible visible when you do your blood work, right? So that's another symptom that you can so easily find out what the root cause is and get it fixed by getting your blood work done. What else? Your acidity. Now, a lot of people think they have acidity because it is genetic, or because that's how it is, and like no one's told them that being in an acidic, like Having acidity all the time or having acid reflux all the time is not natural. It is not common. And often we found out that there is a bacteria called H. pylori. That infection is what triggers this excessive acidity in a lot of people. So you treat that H. pylori and your acidity is gone. Imagine that we've had people who've suffered for 13 years, 14 years, 15 years from acidity, who've been on antacids, and then we just find out that they had an H. pylori, we treat them for that, and then their acidity, poof, it's gone. Which are the symptoms? Your weight gain, right? A lot of people don't really understand why they're gaining weight, and they try crash diet after crash diet, they try water fast, they do so many things, and they still don't lose weight. And then they're like, oh, it's just my body type, and like, I just can't lose weight. Now here, you could be gaining weight because you have underlying insulin resistance, which by the way, most Indians are genetically primed for. You could be gaining weight because you have a thyroid problem. So your thyroid could be in a slower mode than it's supposed to, and that itself could be triggering weight gain. You could be gaining weight because your liver is clogged up and your detoxification pathways are all jammed, and then there are a lot of toxins that your body is not able to eliminate, so it starts binding them in fat, and you could be gaining weight because of that. You could be gaining weight because of stress, like actual psychological stress makes you gain weight, because when your body is stressed, it thinks, oh, I better adapt for survival in the future. Something might be going wrong, so I better do something to take care of my own survival. And sometimes it does that by hoarding and storing fat. Okay, so there are multiple reasons why you could be gaining weight, and it's very unlikely that you're eating so many calories that you know uh, you're gaining weight because of excess food. It's very, very unlikely unless you have a severe eating disorder. So most people gain weight because of these underlying pathological conditions, and they blame themselves and they blame their willpower, and they say that they're food addicts, and the kind of label people give themselves are so atrocious and so mean. I spoke about this the last time I think I did an IGTV live. I was like, just get a picture of yourself when you were 7 years old, and all the things you tell yourself, all the things that you say, just try saying it to the 7-year-old person in this picture. And I bet most of you can't do that, because there is no way you would say all those mean things to a child. So if you can't say those to your own childhood version, how can you say them to yourself as a grown-up adult? But yeah, so there is no need for you to say all of these mean things to yourself, because your excess weight is not really about your lack of control or your lack of willpower. It's just an underlying condition that's triggering it. What are the symptoms? Let's see. If anyone's here chatting, if you have any symptom that you want to talk about, because I'm live streaming this through StreamYard, so I might not really see Facebook comments directly. But what are the symptoms that people come to us? Pain is something that I spoke of. Fatigue, yeah, fatigue is something again that people don't know could be simply because of nutrient deficiencies. Okay, like if you're feeling tired all the time, if you're feeling like you just don't have that zest for life anymore, it could simply be a deficiency of the B complex vitamins, or it could simply be that your mitochondrial function is not functioning as well as it should because of toxins and oxidative stress. And the minute we fix that, it might function well. It could also be because of insulin resistance, that your body is not able to use glucose the way it should naturally. And because of that, you don't have enough energy, and now you're feeling fatigued and tired. Okay, so every symptom has an underlying root cause, and every root cause can be found from your blood work. I am at the risk of repeating myself for the 1,000th time. I am telling you this, that if you're experiencing any health problems, the easiest way to find out why they're happening is by looking at your blood work and looking for root causes there. Okay, so that's all I just wanted to talk about. That every time your body gives you a symptom, it's basically trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you that something's wrong, fix it. I'm sending you these messages. I'm sending you these aches and pains. I'm sending you this little bloating in your stomach. I'm sending you this little gassy feeling. Just pay attention to me and fix it, please, because I love doing the things you want to do. Help me do it for you. Okay, so it's like the car and driver analogy. The driver is your mind. Everything that you want to do in your life that's coming from your heart and soul, the body is really equipped to help you do that. only if you know how to take care of your body. Okay, so love your body, learn how to take care of it, and your body will love you back so much, right? It will give you so much back. Like, I can't even tell you all the amazing, amazing magical things that the human body is capable of. It really is one of the most intelligently designed biomechanical suits ever present. Okay, so if you want to learn how to harness the power of your body, like your body, you wouldn't even need to do things, like you wouldn't even need to drink alcohol, you wouldn't even need to do drugs, right? Your body is capable of producing all of these compounds, all of these molecules, if it is in the right place. Like DMT can be produced by your brain. Your body is capable of doing that. So just get rid of the things that are keeping you from utilizing your body's full potential, and you will see the magic unfold. I am not joking about this. My body really sometimes acts like a magical device. It does. It does amazing things for me, because I have learned how to take care of my body, and I have learned how to pay attention to the little signals. In fact, like it goes beyond just the physical dimension, right? Like my body can even tell me when there are toxic people around me. It starts giving me these little signals. If I don't pay attention to it early enough, then it starts making the signals louder. If I am in, like, even in a marginally abusive relationship where my energy is being abused, right? Like where my time or my peace of mind is being taken for granted by someone, my body starts telling me that even before I realize it sometimes. Because hey, we are all like lost in life, right? And we're all doing things and we're going on with your everyday life, and you don't realize some pattern that's emerging, but my body starts giving me signals, right? So it usually will do these little tickles in my stomach, it will start doing something in my throat, or it'll start giving me some symptoms around my vocal cords, right? The tools that I use for speaking. Or sometimes it will start triggering pain in my ear when a person whose opinion I don't necessarily have to listen to, if it's not adding any value to my vision and my growth path, that the what I've outlined for myself. I swear to you, I'm not joking, because my body is at a place where there are no other illnesses happening, there is no sickness. It is a very clean slate, right? So then it can show me all the other abilities it has. It really does this. I just want you all to experience this, right? It's so much magic that the body is capable of. I just wish every human being could experience this, because then we'd be so done with all the fears and all the insecurities and all the things that are going around creating the state of panic in a human being. We'd be over that, and we'd really be able to do the like achieve the full potential of what being a human being means like. So on that note, I had decided I wouldn't make this a very long one, but on that note, understand that once you learn to pay attention to your body, once you start treating your body the way it deserves to be treated, and then you learn how to take care of it, your body is going to give you such sweet returns. It's like the best investment, maybe even better than Bitcoin. Okay, it's the best thing to do, to partner with your body truly, and then you become a mind body soul complex, and you really become unstoppable. I am not joking about this. I have experienced this myself, and I'm seeing that happen with so many people that we've been working with. All right. So learn to listen to your body. If you have any questions, I'm always there on Facebook and Instagram, both places, and reach out to me, and I'd love to chat. All right. Bye bye.